There's a new resident in the yard and all the familiar old faces now in the first of a new series of If Wishes Were Horses.
When you're feeling kind of low, you can always be sure they're there. They will cheer you up, I know. You can always be sure they care. When you're cleaning tack, when you're moving muck, when you're doing all your chores, still you're having fun, you don't seem to mind, 'cause you know you and your horse are friends, they're your friends.
Hello, and welcome back to Paddock Farm. Since we saw you last, our bunch have made some spectacular progress. Well, some more spectacular than others. Tom has remembered to sit like a soldier and not hold the reins like a rolling pin. However, he continues to make some basic mistakes. Maybe he shouldn't rely on Emily to tack up for him.
If you
Scott is on chiefly now and has mastered jumping without the need of a father's knee grip.
Good boy, stay with him.
A curly coiffure for Goldie, as Bryony is now a grooming expert. Scott's nose is now skilled in sniffing out fresh hay.
Yes. No. No. Yeah, that smells nice. Yes.
Victoria has come on so well, her high spirits are just too much for Joe. So now she's preparing for the arrival of a new pony, making his stable spick and span. As for Holly...
Mum picks on me. Dad picks on me.
Chloe's always there to lend an ear to her troubles.
Right, trot on, Tom. Emily, you must keep her behind. Shorten up those reins. Who's the boss, you or her?
Me.
Doesn't that feel better now you're off the leading rein? Eh?
Emily is off the leading rein and doing well.
Change your diagonal, remember now. Sit for 2 beats in the south,
Tom
Emily.
has mastered the up and down of the rising trot. Unfortunately, too much concentration on the bottom has made him lose his bearings.
Now we go off to the right at H. I hope you're up to the right. The other right. Good boy. Well done. Now trot. Bang, bang, bang. That's it. Well, they couldn't do that a year ago, Louise.
They can't do it too well now, Ali. Well, I must say, you've all made very good progress since I saw you last. You've come on very well, haven't you? But let's be honest, riding's a little bit more than just being able to stay on top of the horse, isn't it, without falling off? Yeah?
Yeah.
OK, Ali.
What's wrong with my riding?
Your problem is, Bryony, is that when you use your leg, your hands move as well.
Oh,
so you've got a little bit of the puppet syndrome. When your leg goes up, your hands go up.
Ali, what's wrong with my riding?
Well, your little problem, which is a problem that everybody has, is your lower leg. Your heel is up instead of your heel being down. So the stirrup is in the wrong place, and at the moment you haven't really got what we call a seat.
What about me?
Yours is a little bit the same as Bryony's, that when you use your legs, your hands go up there. So you're all connected like that puppet again.
How am I doing?
You're a little bit over-enthusiastic sometimes. Sort of like to gallop a little bit, is that right? So we just have to slow you down a little bit, that's all.
What about mine?
Sharon, yours is a little bit the same. You've got to get your lower leg better, much stronger, and that will automatically deepen your seat. And you tend to look down, am I right? Yeah. Yes. Remember, you go where you look, so don't look down too much.
And mine?
We could talk about the good points. It would be much nicer, wouldn't it?
It'd be much quicker.
Now, Holly, what's happening with you is that you're growing rather a lot, quite quickly. And instead of you're going stronger that way, you're allowing for the horse that's a little bit small for you, you're bringing your leg up that way. So really, we've got to get you onto a bigger horse so the horse can take up your leg that way. And that's why if you ride the horse that's not quite right size for you, it doesn't improve your riding.
Maybe I should stop riding Goldie. Perhaps that could be the answer.
Well, it could be. Louise, your feet have to be off the ground.
Oh,
Yep, they have to be off the ground.
Abby, who are you going to ride?
Come on then.
Hi, Joe.
I've checked all the tack. Do you know what these are called?
Yes.
What are they?
Brains.
Well done. Right, do you know what they do? What do reins do? They help you ride. Well done, they certainly do. They're your steering and your brakes. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do, as suddenly this horse looks very high, I'm going to do this. But what we'll do, I've got hold of the horse, and all right, I'm just going to pick you up and put you on. But after 3, so you get into the habit of doing 3. So bend your knees. 1, 2, 3, up. Good girl. Well done. Now you hold nice and tight. So one hand has to go onto one rein and one hand onto the other. Now you take them like that. Right, now we're going to put Christopher on. All right, Izzy's got you.
Come on, Christopher. Can't go underneath her.
Now come here. Now after 3, can you shout 1, 2, 3?
1, 2,
3.
3.
That's a good boy. Well done. Right, now, where are your stirrups? Can you remember where your stirrups are? Oh, I'll do it. Don't fall off on me. Well done. Hang on. Put that in there. Now that one goes there. That's a good boy. Now, hold on to the front of the saddle, both of you. Hold on tight. There and there. Now, how are we going to make them move? That's it, but you've got to keep looking up there. So you've got to look up there. Right, Izzy and Abby, if you want to follow me, all right? Little kick now, Abby. Off you go. That's it. Look up between your horse's ears. Where are the ears, Christopher? Up here. You know, one of the most important things you've got to do, Christopher, is smile. Can you do that? That's it. How do we stop? Any idea? Say whoa. Can you say whoa? Can you smile anyway? If you smile, he'll stop. There you are. All right, now you give him a big pat.
How was it?
All right.
Just all right? Or was it brilliant?
Brilliant.
Was it? Are you getting off already? Oh, you're trying to get off.
Lovey. Oh, oh, oh. Well done, good boy. That was good. A little bit slower next time. Now it's your turn to hop off. Now both feet out of your stirrups. That's fun, isn't it? Right, hold your reins. Now you've got to lean forward, land on your toes and bend your knees. I'm here. Wait. Good girl. Try not to let go of your pony. We're lucky though, because Izzy's holding. Here, really hard. That's it, good girl. Now run your stirrups up. Now we're going to go round the front. Do you know why we go round the front and not round the back? Why is that?
Because if you go around the back, the horse might kick you.
That's very good. Well done. So round the front. Well done. You're right. That's it. Run this one up. It's got to go up the back of the strap, Izzy, lovey. Just let it down a little bit. Slide it at the back. Can you do that? Slide that one all the way up. And you tuck all these horrible long bits away. All right. That's it.
My nose.
You did. Oh, well. If that's the worst that happens, it'll be all right, won't it? All right, now let's go and put them away.
Does anybody want... It's gone.
Mum, can I have a pony?
What?
Can I have a pony?
No, darling, I think that's a bit silly. Have a cake instead.
Please.
Oh, Bryony, why do you want a pony of your own? There's Goldie you can love, isn't there? Well, there's a... What
But
about
he's
that?
not mine.
No, I know that.
I want one of my own.
Well, Bryce, you'd have to ride it every day.
I would.
You don't go and see Goldie every day.
Anyway, darling, it's out of the question. Apart from anything else, think of the expense. It's not just the cost of the pony to begin with. It's the blacksmith, it's the vet, it's the feed bills, it's all the hay, the straw, everything. I mean, there's so many things you have to think about, darling. I really don't think it's possible at the moment. Oh, don't look at me like that. Just to aggravate the situation, the next day, Victoria took delivery of her new mount, Brandy.
Oh, Brandy, what do you think of this then? Hmm?
I mean, you're not selling Brandy, are you? You're just lending him.
Hey? You're a lucky girl.
Victoria is borrowing Brandy for as long as she needs him. She'll be entirely responsible for him for the length of his stay, paying all the necessary bills and making sure he has proper vet care and blacksmith visits and all that stuff. So in almost every way, he'll be her pony. Except that Mark still owns him, so he can't be sold, and when Victoria outgrows him, she'll give Brandy back.
Stay up now. The head collar on Victoria.
The big question is, who keeps the rosettes Brandy wins during his stay? Lunging is a good way of improving our riding. The horse goes round in a circle guided by a long rein, attached to a cavesson. This is so we can concentrate on our position without worrying about steering or brakes.
Now what I want to try and do with you is to get the correct position of that nice, the straight line from the ear, shoulder, hip and the heel. Right, now what you've got to do is just draw your lower leg a little bit back underneath you. That's it. Now what you've done is just bend your knee, isn't it? I want you to try and bring your whole knee and thigh back. That's it. Now lift your toe. That's a good girl. That's really nice. Now, what you've got to do is come upright from here. That's it. You see, you're very curled like that and your head is up in the sky. Now, you've got to make this bit taller and draw that back. Push this bit forward. That's it. And then relax back into your seat. And just keep your eyes forward. Right, hold the front of the saddle, Tom. Now, sit on your seat. Good boy. Now, lift your toes. Draw your leg back underneath you. Look up. Right, now make your legs longer, Tom. Do not alter it, Tom. Good boy. Pull yourself into the saddle. That's it. Now, let go of the saddle with your right hand. Has something happened to your position, Tom? Yes. What's happened? Everything's gone. It goes all wobbly. Okay. A large circle backwards now with your inside arm. Hold on to the front of the saddle with the outside. Sit on your seat a bit more, lovey. Really push your seat in. Now stretch up to the sky. Right up. That's it. Turn your toes in. Try not to grip up with the back of your heel. Oh, you've got hiccups. Yeah. Keep stretching. That's it. Now put the other one out. Have a go. Good. Woo, don't you dare. Do you know what happens if you fall off? You have to take me to have a milkshake somewhere. All right, lift your toe. Now, imagine you've got a glass of water in each hand. You'd have a very wet lap by now, wouldn't you? Keep those hands still. Turn your toe in. Good girl. Hands still. That's it. Right, now hold the front of the saddle and now sit up properly. Sit up properly. Hold the front of the saddle, Scott. That's it. Follow the movement. Look a little bit left. Hold that right leg there. Now twist and face me. Right round. Don't let this leg shoot forward. Whoops. You feel it? You've got to hold it still. Now face the outside. Keep the leg there. Good girl. Well done. Now to the front. And now to the inside. That's it. Watch it. It's going. It's wiggling forward. You've got to hold it back. Now I'm going to show you a nice athletic way to dismount. Both hands on the front of the saddle here. Support your body weight on your hands. Lean forward in a moment and kick with both legs up here. All right? 1, 2, 3. Good boy. Oh. Oh.
Very good.
Come on. Come on, Tom. You're going to do this. Sorry, Tony. Right. Oh. Look at your bottom. You're going to have to clean that saddle really well now. Right, after 3, Tom. 1, 2, 3. Good boy. Now make a fuss of your horse. Well done. Brilliant. How's your bottom? Good.
What are you doing?
I'm going to worm Brandy before he goes out in the field with the others.
Does it hurt?
No, I'm going to get the top of the wormer.
While Ali fights for the top of the wormer, let's talk about worms. I'm sorry, but we must. Worms is a generic term for all unpleasant pony parasites that infect your pony in their thousands. Let's meet a few of them. This is short, fat redworm. He measures about 1 inch. His mate, whipworm, is a wiry 2-incher. Then there's roundworm, the biggest and meanest of them all at about 1 foot. They mostly live in the digestive system, passing the eggs out with the droppings which go into the pasture and then back into the horse when he grazes. They suck blood and other delights, and in large quantities can cause your pony colic, loss of condition, and even death. Oof. Still with us? Well, the way to prevent this is to regularly clear up the droppings in the paddock. Not with a fork, Bryony.
And the rest of it. Okay.
A couple of pieces of wood are best. And you must give your pony reputable wormers every 6 to 8 weeks to kill the worms off. Wormers come in powder form or paste.
Does it hurt?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't taste very nice, but it doesn't hurt. Good boy. You have to hold his head up so he doesn't spit it out. Ooh. That's it, good boy. Okay.
What does it taste of?
It probably tastes a little bit bitter, I should think.
Can we get them?
We can't catch worms from horses, no.
I'm glad.
Later, when Brandy had settled in his new surroundings, he was let out to graze in the field. Within a group, horses create a pecking order with a leader and can be very wary of strangers entering the gang, so you must always keep a close eye when you introduce a new pony. Although they've been domesticated for thousands of years, horses are very social creatures, and this strong herding instinct still remains. So whether kept in stables or fields, they like to have mates. The horse has highly developed senses which alert him to predators. Smell and touch are used to recognize and familiarize their friends and surroundings, and in their natural state, horses groom each other to establish communication and friendship. He has large eyes high on his head, which allow him to see nearly all around him. His sense of hearing is far superior to ours, with 13 pairs of muscles enabling him to move each ear independently in all directions and pick up the slightest sound. Ears are also very good indicators of his mood. This pony is giving full attention to what is going on, whereas the way these ears are flopped halfway to the side show that this pony is fed up and half asleep. Ears flat back, watch out. Okay, so how can we use this information to make our ponies happy? Approach your pony upwind and give him a chance to have a good sniff. Try to use the same deodorant so that you're recognisable. Always approach with a smile and a happy disposition. Suppress any ill feelings, as he may assume you are a predator and either turn tail and run or turn tail and kick you in the teeth. Horses enjoy the soothing tones of the human voice.
Is there anybody in there?
Or even the archers, but avoid sudden, high-pitched, unruly noises like Michael Jackson. Whenever possible, don't keep your pony on his own. This party of 532 mules is so inseparable they go everywhere together. I wonder how long it takes to clean their tack. Although you may be his best friend, you cannot stand by him while he sleeps to look out for danger. Gallop around the field with him, kicking up your heels and cropping grass by his side all day, however much you may want to, as well as go to school, watch neighbours, do your piano practice and tidy your bedroom. And make sure that he knows your place at the top of the horse hierarchy. And finally, do remember that grooming is the way to show him you care. Here we are in the Wild of Wales on a very windy day, and we've come here to look for wild ponies. And this is Roy G from the RSPCA, and he's going to tell me all about them, aren't you, Roy?
Well, hopefully, yes.
Hopefully, yes.
Yes, I'll do my best.
They're not wild ponies, are they?
No, correction to begin with. They are not wild ponies. The ponies you see behind you, can you, are owned by various people.
I mean, it's quite a mild day. I know it's windy, but it is relatively mild today, isn't it? How do they survive when it's very cold conditions and you have snow?
The owners do come along and they put out supplementary feed, hay and concentrate feed for them.
But they don't put rugs on their backs or anything
No,
cuddly like that, do
because
they?
like your ponies on Exmoor, they've got a bare, thick, woolly coat on them, which, like the sheep, they're protected from the elements, from the cold day that we've got today and the snow conditions.
I mean, if they get into very serious trouble, do you take them down off the mountains or out of this area?
What we've got to be careful of, these ponies are belonging to someone. They are owned. But if we find that the ponies are suffering and they need feed, they need to be taken off, they need veterinary care and attention, then yes, we do that. But we don't want to be had with the police for stealing someone else's ponies.
I see. Yes,
So have to be very careful.
Stealing, I suppose.
Well, we don't want to be up for horse theft, that's true.
Horse rustling.
Horse
I mean,
rustling.
do they ever get stolen from here? I mean, it seems like a perfect opportunity to drive your horse lorry up here and whisk one into the
Sadly,
back.
it does happen,
Does
as
it?
with the sheep and with the cattle. It does. There is an element of horse, cattle, sheep rustling, yes, unfortunately.
Where do the rustlers take the horses?
Well, we believe, not in all cases, that they've gone over to France, and unfortunately, I'm to say that they've been on the table for meat, or they've gone to other owners away from the Brecon Beacons.
Do you have problems with the general public bringing things up, having picnics and leaving their rubbish behind? And
Yes, we do, unfortunately, and it's scandalous to think that people come here, wide open spaces, it's not their garden, it belongs to everyone, and they leave the litter behind. Bottles, tin cans, polythene bags, and animals, horses in particular, they'll rummage in the rubbish, and they'll end up injured, which is very, very sad, really.
Although these ponies are owned, they're the closest to wild ponies that we can see in this country. With very little interference from man, they're free to roam and graze at will, keeping together in small family groups or herds for protection and company.
And there's another herd coming charging towards us.
Oh,
From the
yes,
distance
there they
here.
are, yes. Where's Roy Rogers? There he comes.
Some of us are jolly pregnant.
Jolly pregnant, yes, I think so.
Jolly pregnant. Right, about the RSPCA.
Yes.
What does it stand for? Who knows what it stands for? Come on.
I don't know!
No. Oh, come on. What does the RSPCA stand for?
The Royal Society for Prevention.
Cruelty to animals.
Very good.
That's right.
That's right.
And what do you do?
What do? We rescue animals, we inspect animals, where animals are kept, premises where they're kept. Complaints, people complain about animals, the way they're kept. But our main role is advice.
Are they just in Britain, the RSPCA people?
At this moment in time, we have certain inspectors in Japan, Hong Kong, and we have an inspector at the moment in India. Only one, but what he's doing is training Indians to become RSPCA inspectors in India.
Do you have to be a vegetarian to join the RSPCA?
I've been in the RSPCA for 17 years, and I eat meat, red meat and white meat, so no, you don't have to be a vegetarian, no.
Do you ever get sad seeing the animals having horrible things done to them?
Yes, I do get upset, and at times it is distressing, but I don't think we want to talk about that, do we? But yes, it is sad on occasions to see what people can do to animals.
Do Welsh mountain ponies climb mountains?
I'm not too sure on that one.
come and see the new ponies. Come on. Not too quietly, because you might frighten me. He's very nervous. You have to be very quiet. What a good boy. Well, sometimes you still have to be careful. Let's get him out and put a saddle on him, shall we?
Yeah.
Well, now, back, boy. Back, boy. Back. Excuse me a minute. Go back. Hold him. Whoa, hang the girls up the other side.
I will.
Back it very carefully under his tummy. Yeah, to the other side.
Can't I